Are you still doing the 100 baby challenge? Yes. I'm Kelsey Impicciche, and today I'm going to be answering your questions. I asked people on Instagram and on the community tab here on YouTube to submit their questions for me. Every once in a while, I like doing a little Q&A to get to know each other a little bit, and I thought it might be nice since we just hit 500K to welcome in some of the new people that might have just subscribed. So welcome, thanks for subscribing. If you aren't already subscribed, please do so. Basically, all the questions I received could break down to these subjects: work, 100 baby challenge, my life, and love and relationships. How did you become so interested in BuzzFeed? Well, I worked there. Before that, I was just a fan. I loved their taste tests. I loved watching the Try Guys on BuzzFeed when they were there. And when I was looking for a job, they came up and I applied. What's your favorite part about being on YouTube? I think my favorite part is when people are directly impacted by the things that I do. So I love when people are like, oh my gosh, I dyed my hair because you dyed your hair and it inspired me and I've always wanted to do it. I love that kind of stuff. I love entertaining you, making you smile. That's the best part about being on YouTube, in my personal opinion. Having a YouTube career always been a dream of yours. I wouldn't say I always wanted to be a YouTuber. I essentially always wanted to be a novelist or a actress in like big feature films, watching like John and Hank Green and Grace Helbig, Hannah Hart, Zoella. Seeing all those people, I always loved their content. I watched it a lot when I was feeling alone. When I first moved to Los Angeles, they really inspired me to start my own YouTube channel. Did your family ever think you were going to get this far? My family has always been incredibly supportive of my creatively driven goals and aspirations, which is very interesting. I feel like that's not always the case. When I first started my YouTube channel, they would share all the videos to their friends. And they still do. Hi, Mom and Dad. I think they probably are a little surprised that we got to here though, because I'm a little surprised. I'd have to ask them. Do you like working for BuzzFeed? I really do like working for BuzzFeed. For me, right now, I think it's a really good match. I really like the stability of having like a 9-to-5 job with like coworkers at a company, but that also they've given me the freedom to have this creative outlet on my YouTube channel and to stream on Twitch. I think I have kind of the both of best world, the both of best worlds. You get the both of best worlds. Are you going to post other Sims videos after the 100 baby challenge is over? Yes, there will be In Control with Kelsey up on BuzzFeed Multiplayer in the same day at the same time. You won't even have to change your schedule. In Control with Kelsey was a show I developed years ago before the 100 baby challenge. I did it with Keith, I did it with the Ghoul Boys, I did it with Worth It. This season, I'm doing it with your favorite celebrities. So make sure to check that out. And after that, there will still be more Sims content coming your way, but that much is all I can say. And then the 100 baby challenge will be returning in fall 2020. How do you think Casey will die in the 100 baby challenge? That's so morbid. This person says, please, writer is not the one for Casey. He kept flirting with the daughter. Can't remember the name. Now, first of all, he wasn't flirting with the daughter. He just got flirty while talking to the daughter. All right, number one. Number two, romantic Sims get flirty randomly. That's how the game works. So I am not going to be like, oh, writer's bad for my character because he happened to get flirty because he's a romantic character. He was in Casey's house. He's probably thinking about her. Will you do more Sims challenge after the 100 baby challenge? I don't know. The 100 baby challenge still could have another year, but I have a feeling that I'll be making Sims content for the foreseeable future because you guys enjoy it so much. But I also am passionate about other things besides The Sims. It's always going to be a balance. Will you be doing another 100 baby challenge spin-off soon? I don't have any new spin-offs plans for the 100 baby challenge. It felt like I put in a lot of work into those, and then a lot of times I'd get backlash from people in the comments of just people disagreeing with like my stories and how I wanted the characters to act. Eventually, it just wasn't fun for me anymore. I'm a fairly sensitive person, so those things really matter to me. I really want all of you to enjoy the content. I want you guys to have fun. And if it feels like you guys aren't getting out of it what I want you to get out of it, and I'm definitely not getting anything out of it, then it didn't seem like a good thing for me to continue doing. This person asks 3 questions. I'm gonna just answer one. Why is season 2 of the 100 Baby Challenge so short? I've also been asked, like, why are they shorter episodes? So here are my answers. Most seasons on BuzzFeed are about 8 episodes long. It's only short in comparison to a 50 episode season, which granted, no season should be 50 episodes. The second question, which they didn't ask, but other people have brought up is why are the episodes shorter? I've been editing these episodes for a while. You've been watching them for 50 episodes. So I started cutting out stuff where like I'm making the toddlers read or I'm watching people go to the bathroom. I just started trimming out that extra 5 minutes of content that you don't need to watch. And I just get to the good stuff. It might be the difference between a 30-minute episode and a 25-minute episode, but for me as a creator, I think they're better episodes. I am not filming less. I'm still filming over 2 hours of footage for every 20-minute episode that you see. If you've ever played The Sims, you know there's a lot of waiting around. All of this time adds up and not necessarily is like fun to watch, at least for me. Other people like doing less heavy cuts of their content. I ended up making a decision to make my cuts leaner. If you hadn't started doing the 100 Baby Challenge series, what content would you do? I know I'd still be doing Sims content because I was doing Sims content before the 100 Baby Challenge started. I was doing In Control. I also think I would have been doing more training videos. Like I trained like XYZ video game character. I've done a couple of those videos already. You can check those out. Would you ever consider going vegan? I just don't think it's for me. I've done vegan challenges for BuzzFeed before, and honestly, I'm always just so hungry. What color are you going to dye your hair next? I get this question a lot. I feel like people get the bug sometimes and just like want to dye their hair all different colors. I am not that person. I did not get that bug. For the foreseeable future, it's going to be red or faded red, depending on how quickly I can get hair dye to me during this quarantine. Help us. Any tips on what to do in our endless amounts of free time? Number one, watch my videos and subscribe. The things that I've been doing, I've been reading a lot of books. It's been a lot of fun diving into different worlds. Obviously play video games. I've been playing a lot of Animal Crossing. Comic books. I've been watching a lot of She-Ra and the Princesses of Power. Little crafts, puzzles, calling people that you haven't talked to in a while. If you're really bored, think about any creative thing that you can do that will make you smile. Try cooking something new for the first time. Try making your own YouTube video and uploading it. Why not? Download a like online murder mystery and throw a party. It's difficult sometimes when you're in that space of being bored or like kind of getting into a routine where you feel like I'm just doing the same 3 things over and over every day for months. I get it. But I think it's also a challenge to grow your creativity and to try new things. Have fun with it, you know? The only limit is your own creativity, in my opinion. What is your original hair color? It was what it was before this. Just like literally look back at any video a couple months ago. I'm finally starting to care about my health. What are some easy changes to help me ease into it? That's a great question. Make slow changes over time. For a week, make it your goal to eat 1 healthier meal a day, every day. Maybe try to make your breakfast a healthier breakfast or your lunch a healthier lunch. Pick 1 meal, make it healthier, whatever that means to you. Try to make it without processed foods. And then I would challenge you to try to move your body in some way at least 3 times a week. It could be 15-minute dance party, trying a new activity, going on a long walk, whatever sounds like fun. After a week of doing it, if you're feeling good at that, try it another week. If you're feeling like you want a challenge, the next week, try to do 4 days and maybe like 2 healthier meals. The end goal is to try something and then afterwards, notice how your body feels and your mind feels. If you feel good, if you feel like, oh, I feel healthier, I feel like endorphin-y. Keep it up. I think you can pretty much develop a habit in a month and then it gets a lot easier from there. Were you ever made fun of for being a nerd? I got this question a couple times, both on Instagram and on YouTube. The answer is yes and no. I mainly got made fun of for being incredibly energetic as a kid. If you can imagine this amount of energy plus kid energy as a child who's still figuring out social norms, like that was a lot. And I understand that it wasn't for everybody. And so I got picked on a lot for just the amount of energy I had. I was also kind of a weird kid. So I really got made fun of for just being quote weird. I don't think anyone really made fun of me for being a nerd because firstly, I wasn't that good in school. Like I had ADD. I didn't do very well in school until we figured out that I had ADD. And then I had to go through the process of learning how to effectively learn in school with ADD. And I was weird and loud and very energetic. The only thing I was self-conscious about liking were video games because I didn't think I was good enough at playing a video game to like them, which now I just know is not true. You know, it's not about being the best at playing a video game. It's about your enjoyment of it. But if you are feeling like, you know, people pick on you for the things that you like, that's really sad, but not for you, it's for them. How sad that a person would just try to take something that makes you happy and brings you joy to try to tear you down. People who want to tear you down or pick at you or make fun of you, they're doing it not because of anything you did, but because of something that they're experiencing. So it could be like they're insecure or they're jealous or a number of feelings. But most of the time when people are coming at you, it's because of something about them. It has nothing to do with you. Just take solace in the fact that you're doing amazing, sweetie. You'll find your tribe if you haven't already. Just keep loving the things that you love, because there's nothing wrong with finding joy from things. And even if your joy is way more than everybody else's, which is what I kind of got, you know, I got too excited about Doctor Who, or I got too excited about stuff, like good. I wish that they had the emotional capacity that I have. They can only enjoy it this much while I'm enjoying it this much. Like, all right, I don't need to put a cap on my excitement or my emotions, and you don't either. It's a little Kelsey wisdom for you. I know it may be super common questions, but I had to ask, are you single? I mean, that's what it says on the title of those videos. If you get married, will you want kids? This is a pretty personal question, but yeah, I do want kids someday. I think kids are cool, and I'm kind of a big kid myself, so we'd probably get along, but I'm definitely not doing 100. I see you, all you memers out there joking behind your keyboards. Real life 100 baby challenge, 100 baby challenge IRL. Kelsey, are you gonna? No, and it's not anytime soon, so don't hold your breath. How do you cope with single life? Often people want to be in a relationship, and are you patient? I'm curious if this person's just asking me out of like an assumption that I have to cope with it, or if they're feeling like they have to cope with it. So if you assume that a person that's single has to just cope with it, I think you need to kind of rethink your expectations of people, because not everybody has their end goal to be in a relationship. Not everyone is happiest in a relationship. Not everybody's life has to look the same. So being single isn't sad. I think that's so interesting that a lot of people have that preconceived notion. Single equals like sadness or wanting or being uncontent with your own life because you need a partner. That's not true. It's not something I have to cope with. If you are coming from a place where you feel like you have to cope with your singleness, it can be a little lonely sometimes. The thing that I've always done when feeling that feeling is to reconnect with the people that give me companionship and love, and also reconnect with myself and why I love myself. It can be super fun to be single. You can give yourself a nice bath with like candles and a book or something. Make yourself a fine date night dinner. Take yourself to a movie in your home. Guess what? You don't have to ask anybody else's opinion of what the movie is, what to eat for dinner. You don't need to do that. If you're looking for a partner, the more that you're enjoying yourself and your life and being open to whatever comes your way, the more likely you are going to attract a partner that values all those things. Good luck out there to all my single friends. You got this, but you don't need to be sad that you're single. You don't. You can make it fun. Make it fun. Ooh, make it fancy. It's like fun, sister. Make it fun. It's like a disco. Hi, Rie. Oof, I got a lot of dating questions, so I'll just read this last one. It says, we all know that you are single, but what is your type? It's not like I have a looks type where I've dated only people with, you know, brown hair or something. I have things like certain characteristics or traits that I am attracted to. We'll do 5 things I'm attracted to. Are we ready? I'm attracted to people who are funny. I'm attracted to people who are kind, can tease me, can kind of joke around. I like talent, so which sounds weird. This sounds kind of cheap, but I like people that are motivated, ambitious, and have a little bit of a natural talent. 5th thing would be, if I had to pick one physical aspect, you know, I gotta go with a good pair of arms, because they hold you. Thank you for submitting all of your questions. I really do feel like we've gotten to know each other a lot better. I will see you around the internet very soon. Bye!